hooligan. I love when they say that. They call me a hooligan. A vagabond. Look who's watching. My young lady in Russia.
Yep, that's a good thing.
Nice.
All right, guys, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
It's gonna be a good show today, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We're warming up, literally warming up. It's 26 degrees on the outside on the corner of 225 Broadway and, of course, Barclay, downtown Manhattan. My name is David Squeeze Annakie, rocking out, of course, to some soca music that DJ Brad Bernstein is actually playing.
This
no,
is not.
DJ.
I am not a DJ.
I know
This is just.
I know you're not a
the
DJ.
music that I have been
We're
given.
just joking around.
It's the music
man.
I have been given. I have to watch. I get when I start getting excited, I'm losing my voice.
Yes.
So that I get excited, I want to yell and I can't.
But you know, the more you speak, the more you lose your voice. You're actually supposed to rest your.
Okay, so I'm gonna
throat.
let you answer the immigration questions today.
No, then I'm gonna be like the quiet talker on Jerry.
Yes.
Because I'll be like, the answer is
I don't know. What about the close talker?
the close talker.
Yes.
We were just talking about the
We were
close
just
talker.
talking about that yesterday. But do we have to do the immigration?
Well, I
Intro?
actually introduced it.
Okay, so we don't need an introduction. All right.
No.
No.
This is the USA Immigration Link, brought to you by the law offices of Spar Bernstein and the Link Up Media Group of Companies. We're now on 93.5 WVIP FM in New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. We cover the tri-state area. And we are going to, of course, the social media network. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael Zuckerberg. All right? And friends. All right? Thank you, of course, to Google, providing YouTube. Thank you so much to Twitter. And respectively, the law offices of Spar Bernstein on Facebook, YouTube, and Spar Bernstein on Twitter. David Squeeze Annakie's page, yeah, blowing up the world. You know, that's what we're doing. Not literally, but of course.
Yes. You have 5 times the amount of viewers on the David Squeeze Annakie. I don't know why. Because they're watching the same thing. You would think it would be kind of even. But apparently you have 5 times more than I do, even though they're watching the same exact show.
Hey, I don't know, man.
You know, you're a very popular dude.
Yeah, good looking dude.
How was your evening last night, by the way?
My evening was very interesting.
It was interesting, really.
Very interesting.
Why was it interesting?
It's just very interesting.
What?
And
Pray tell us.
Yeah, I went out with a friend of mine, you know, and
one thing led to another.
One thing led to another,
Yes.
and it was one big evening. But we're back here.
We're back.
And on time.
Yes.
Okay.
I am on about 3.5 hours of rest. What are you on? 4 hours.
Yeah, maybe about 4.
I'm about 3.5 to 4.
About 4 hours.
Yes.
Okay. SMG, you don't want to know.
You don't want to know SMG.
You don't want to know.
It's because I already know.
Yes.
Because you already know.
Squeeze and I finished off an entire bottle of tequila last night.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Mr. Don Julio, 1942. All right.
Yes.
But all I can say is
it was tequila night last night, and Squeeze said our next night out is Grand Marnier night.
yes, Grand Marnier night.
Right. Well, he says I have to introduce you to. I have 2 friends, Grand and Marnier, and when you put them together, it's a lot of fun. So I
Grand
said,
Marnier, yeah. Well, I can tell you that a very interesting night. A lot of good things.
Yeah, we went out. It's very funny. Squeeze, excuse me. Wow, I'm really losing my voice. But Squeeze and I went out just as friends, and we ended up, you know,
Discussing
business.
Yeah.
And we came up with a brilliant idea, which we will not discuss. Which we will not discuss at this moment.
Okay.
We will not let you know. But you'll be happy. You will be
please do
happy.
share
But everyone
soon.
on the radio and everyone on social media will be extremely
Right.
happy about it.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, it'll be like really cool.
very, very happy.
Like really cool stuff.
Ooh.
You know, like out of nowhere, like when like balloons come down from the ceiling and it's like a big party, like that kind of happiness.
Oh, so we're gonna have balloons here.
No, but I'm just saying.
Okay,
I'm just saying,
okay.
like imagine, balloons
Got
and
it,
confetti
got
falling
it.
down, and everyone's all happy. That type of happiness.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Good stuff, right?
Yes.
The balloons and confetti falling. You can picture that.
Yes, I
Okay.
can picture it,
Okay.
definitely.
Yes.
So once again, people, this is the USA Immigration Link. This is the part where we ask you to share, subscribe, like, follow us on social media. If you are not on social media, get on social media. You'll be able to review the shows, catch the shows, watch the shows at any time that you feel to watch them. Respectively, David Squeeze Annakie's Facebook page or Law Offices of Spar Bernstein. But right now, we want for you to like and follow us. Now, throughout the entire show, every 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so, we're going to ask for you to share our link on a friend's timeline or page, or, you know, text the link to someone or let them tune in, because this is where you can get your USA immigration questions answered by, of course, Brad Bernstein, our attorney right here from the Law Offices of Spar Bernstein.
And I think after 20 years of being on the radio, everybody seems to know the number because we haven't even announced it yet.
1-800-LawLink.
And hundreds and hundreds of people are calling here to get their immigration questions answered.
Absolutely. The 9 o'clock show has really, as they would say, ton up.
Yeah.
The 9 o'clock
used
show
to be,
ton up.
It used to be the 12 o'clock show was the ton up.
But this is the ton up now.
This is now the ton up
The
now.
9 o'clock show,
It's
ton
the-
up.
Or as I would have said, the bomb.
Yeah. Yeah. The 9 o'clock show is
It's
the bomb.
Is the bomb.
So right now, by the way, Brad, what is our tagline for the USA Immigration Link?
The tagline.
Yeah, sort out the thing.
I'll sort out the ting. Brought to you by USA Credit. Right? Sort out the ting.
Sort out the thing.
Yes.
That's for all the Caribbeans out there tuning
Yes.
in, but we're more than just the Caribbeans.
And that was one of our callers the other day, actually.
Yeah, one of our callers said
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Sort
Yes,
out
I
the
got
ting.
Brad, I'm calling to sort out the ting.
So listen, let me just get 4 more calls in, all right? If you're out there tuning in on your way to work, we're going to try to knock you out quickly. But everybody,
Excuse me.
right now, pick up your phone, call this number, and you will get your questions answered. You got to do it quickly because we have lots of questions on the social media network, Facebook, YouTube, and of course, Instagram coming up shortly. The number to call is 1-800-529-5465. That is 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Call that number. You will get your immigration questions answered, and you want to do so as quickly as possible. 1-800-529-5465. Make the link, make the call, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. All right? 1-800-LAWLINK.
All right, so let's go. Deborah's been waiting over 10 minutes now.
All right,
Do you
let's-
want to go to calls, right?
All right, absolutely. Let's
All
go to
right.
Deborah.
And,
Okay.
and I do have to remind everybody, it's part of my contractual relationship with USA Credit, that this is brought to you all
Thank you so much.
by
Thank you so much.
USA Credit.
Yeah, that came up in conversation.
Yes, yes.
The USA
Squeeze.
Immigration Link is brought to you by USA Credit Repair.
USA Credit Repair.
Here
Squeeze.
for you today, there for you tomorrow.
Squeeze keeps sending me page 21 by email
Yes, okay.
of our contract.
Reading your contract.
Right, and he's like, on page 21,
Page 21.
you must say USA Credit every 3 minutes in the show.
Oh my God.
I said, I can't believe I agreed to that.
Yes. But here we are. 1-800-529-5465. Brad, let's go to Deborah.
Deborah, okay.
The
Deborah.
lines. Good morning, Deborah.
Yeah, I just have a few questions for you guys.
Okay.
I came in 2010 with a F2 visa.
Got it.
And,
You were the spouse of a student?
of an F1.
Correct. Okay, and where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Okay.
And in
Nigeria.
2015, we got a visa change to a religious visa. So I have an F2.
To an R1 or an R2?
Yes.
Who is your spouse is a pastor?
My spouse
Is-
is the R1.
Is the what?
He's the one on R1.
I know, all right. Okay, and I asked, is your spouse a pastor? Is what? Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so now you're an R1. He's an R2, you're an R1. I got it. I got it. I understand. Okay, so now, yes.
I think the visa overstayed for like a week now, and we applied for a reinstatement. I didn't know we didn't reinstate her.
I doubt it. I think you would have to go back to Nigeria to get a new R visa, and you should do it immediately. We can help you immediately. It is very rare that if you overstay your time, that you can ask to be reinstated. unless you can show some extraordinary circumstance that you didn't keep your status for some extraordinary circumstance, and it is impossible for you to return home to pick up a visa. Now, you may have overstayed by a week from some extraordinary circumstance. Maybe you know, whatever it may be. You're in the hospital, God forbid. But unless we can show that you're unable to return to Nigeria to go for visa processing, either because of country conditions in Nigeria or because you are just physically unable to travel, it is highly, highly unlikely that they are going to reinstate your status. And it is, and every day you stay here out of status, you're causing a bigger problem for yourself. So now you can go back and get the R visa because it has only been an overstay by a week. You can explain yourself. As long as you are truly religious, your husband's truly a pastor and a religious worker, they will give him a new R visa to return. And they will give you a new R2 visa to return. And at that point, you should turn around and apply for your green cards by doing an I-360. Okay? I think
I was about to say she needs help.
I think who's telling you to try to reinstate is not giving you the best of advice, unless, oh wow, I'm like Peter Brady in the Brady Bunch, you know?
Yeah.
You ever see
Like
that?
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando in On the Waterfront. Right, okay, so hold on one second, okay?
And once again, folks, we got to remind you, yes, it's good to get Brad to answer your questions. He's solid. He's good at that. But also, more importantly, you should actually have a consultation with him and retain him. I'm saying it, all right? In my opinion, and I can disclaim this, I can say it, okay? By far, I have not seen an immigration lawyer as good as Brad, and I'm the one saying that. And I'm very, very serious.
Everybody's telling me that I should be having tea and honey.
Lime and honey.
Lime and honey.
Mm-hmm.
Where would I get lime and honey?
At the supermarket.
At a supermarket. Would there be any lime and honey in this studio?
Probably in the bistro downstairs.
Where?
The bistro downstairs.
In the bistro downstairs. Do you think that this would have been a smart thing to do before I got on the radio?
It would?
It would have been. Do you think that there is somebody employed here at Spar Bernstein that would be able to get me some lime and honey, and I will reimburse them
Absolutely,
upon
but
the end of the show?
upon the end of the show, correct.
Within 10 minutes of the end of the show,
Correct.
they will be reimbursed.
That is correct.
Okay?
Yes.
They will not go home this weekend and not be reimbursed. They will be reimbursed immediately. Because everyone's going to be like, yeah, I'll go, but, when's Brad going to give me the money back?
By the way, if anyone loves their attorney here, could you send Brad some lime and honey? What's wrong with lemon and honey?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is that good?
It's lime and honey.
I think lime works better.
Mm-hmm. Last night we had
You think lime is better?
Last night we had lime and tequila, and that seemed to do the trick also.
Of course. That always does the trick, Brad.
But you sounded a lot better last night.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you want to know why? I screwed up because I had a big coffee this morning. How many times is this
actually
like a daily? It's like a daily basis.
No,
that
well,
this phone
this
goes
is
off.
actually people calling from Facebook.
Oh.
They're actually calling now.
Yeah, you can't call on Facebook in the middle of a radio show, people. All right.
Oh,
So,
by the way, they said that Brad's mic is low.
no, it's my voice is low. My voice is low, but I'll put up my mic.
Yeah.
I'll put my mic up
Yeah.
because my voice is low. So
Yeah, because
hopefully-
normally you speak a lot.
Yeah, so because normally I speak a lot louder, so I put my mic up now. Sharon, how are you?
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. I have a question.
Yes.
You were telling me about the ban that is lifted. Is it true?
The ban has been lifted. What ban has been lifted?
From the countries that cannot be traveled.
No, there are 7 countries that you cannot travel. That ban is for 90 days. Syria, of the 7, Syria is indefinitely. And as a matter of fact, if you look on my Facebook page, last night I posted an announcement issued by the Department of State that I read that said that any news that you may read that there will be further countries that will be banned is not true. There is no memos being circulated at the moment. This is according to the Department of State, that there will be future countries that are banned. There are no discussions at the present moment of future countries being banned. So the 7 countries that are banned, at the moment, that is it. If you believe the Department of State that they would be telling you this information, I mean, I would tend to believe it, but they could be lying to us too.
So we can travel to the Caribbean right now?
You can travel to the Caribbean right now, absolutely.
Okay.
People are really.
Yes, there's a lot of fake news.
Travel to the Caribbean right now?
A lot of fake news. Yeah, we gotta be more prepared with volumes on all of our.
Yeah,
equipment.
someone's telling me.
Yes,
Someone's telling me they can't hear the callers.
can't hear the callers.
I think it's whatever is sending.
Okay.
Whatever is sending to that needs to be turned. Oh,
No,
that's got to be plugged in more. That's
I
not plugged in.
I just turned it in. Yeah, that's not plugged in. That's why.
But no,
All the
this
way-
one. This
the
one.
other one. The other one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, YouTube. That has to be everything.
Is
has
it all
to
the
be
way in?
plugged
It's in.
It's
All
in.
right. So, Pat, how are you? I just raised the call on the volume, so
Okay.
hopefully that does the trick.
Good morning.
How are you?
Morning.
I'm calling. I am a legal resident here. About 2 years ago, my pocketbook was stolen, and my card was in it, and I seeking a replacement card.
Your green card you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
green card.
okay.
I tried to go to the immigration office here in Michigan, but everything is online. I tried to do it online, and it was getting kind of complicated. So I wanted to know, can I contact you about getting a replacement card?
Yes.
A replacement card.
Yes, of course. Hold on one second. We'll do it for you. Hold on.
1-800-529-5465. We are right smack in the middle of the immigration link. If you're not seeing me on Instagram, it's because my phone was not charged. But I'm on Facebook. David Squeeze Annakie. All right?
Okay, Mike.
Mike.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
Good, Mike. What's up with you, man?
Question. Like, okay, I applied this for my citizenship last time. Right? Success and everything. And I was told by the officer that I will be swearing in on the 17th of August. I haven't got no notice saying that to come in and swear in. But I decided to call them after I wait a couple of days. I decided to call them. When I called them up, they said the swearing-in ceremony passed since the 23rd. Now, my question is, I've been contacting them all along for the rest of the remaining of the year. And they sent me letters telling me that state why I was contacted. And I tried to explain to them that I didn't receive anything.
All right, so you missed your swearing-in date, and we need to get you a new swearing-in date. That's the bottom line. And apparently, immigration claims that they mailed out the swearing-in date notice to you, and you never received it.
I never received it.
So it's the postman. Okay, so we have to be in contact, or someone has to just harass the crap out of the immigration service to give you a new swearing-in
You're
date.
very good at that.
All right, hold on one second. All right, it's just about harassing them because, I mean, when you call them,
What's SMG's name? Keep forgetting your name.
Nicolette.
Nicholas. Oh, okay.
when you call the immigration service, okay, and you call that 1-800 number, you're really not calling the immigration service. You're calling an outside contractor hired by the immigration service to answer the phones. And all they do is take your message and send it off somewhere in the clouds. I don't know where the message goes after you speak to them, but I can tell you generally, from my experience, it never gets to the right person because you can call them until you're blue in the face and ask them to schedule you for a new swearing-in date, and it will never happen. And they claim they're sending it off to whoever the appropriate person is to schedule that for you, and it never happens. So I believe that after they take this message, and I believe they're telling the truth, that they are sending the message out. Just like the postman never delivers the mail, I believe that this message goes somewhere in the clouds and is still circulating somewhere above the clouds at 20,000 feet. So you're going to need more than just calling. All right, let's go to Simone. Simone.
Hi,
Hi,
Simone.
morning, Brad. How are you?
How you
Good morning,
doing? Well, I've been
Simone.
better.
Happy New Year and all the best for the rest
Thank
of the
you very
year.
much, and a happy, healthy
Okay,
to
I
you.
just have about 2 questions I want to ask you
Okay,
quickly. I tried
quickly.
calling you yesterday, but then By the time I finish waiting, you guys cut me off.
You know, you got
But that's fine.
the
All right, what I want to ask you though, Brad?
the early bird gets the
Yes,
worm.
they told me to call very
Yes,
early this
yes,
morning.
yes. All right.
Okay, Brad. I am married to a green card holder. Can he me and my kids? That's the first question I want to ask.
Yes, of course he can file for you and your kids.
And how long does that take, Brad?
Well, if he is going to remain a green card holder for the entirety of the case, which is about 2 years, it would be 2 years, obviously. If you're here out of status, you would need a provisional waiver. If you're 245I or you're in legal status, you would be able to adjust your status here. Ultimately,
Okay, I'm in Jamaica and he's in the States and I'm in Jamaica.
Perfect.
We got married about a year and a half now.
Okay, now how long is
he will be...
How long has he been
Go ahead, Rand.
How long has he been a green card holder?
4 years and something. He will be eligible for filing this April. He'll be eligible to file
So let me give you some advice. Let him file an I-130 visa petition for you right now. Let him file separate I-130 visa petitions for each child. Now, you may say, well, why do I need to file separate I-130 visa petitions for each child? Because the children are included on my I-130 visa petition. And the answer is that sometime during the process of this case, he's going to become a United States citizen. When he becomes a U.S. citizen, the children are going to fall off your application because that's how the law works. So we always have to think ahead. So file an I-130 for you, file separate I-130s for the children. Now, your next question may be, well, why don't I just wait until he becomes a citizen at that point? Why should I do this now? And the answer is that you have to think of the green card process as an assembly line. So if you want to build a car, okay, you still have to put the wheels on, you got to put the steering wheel on and everything else, and it goes along an assembly line. It's the same thing with a visa petition. Whether or not you're married to a resident or a citizen, they got to review an I-130 visa petition and have it approved.
Right.
So you want to get the I-130 approved even before he becomes a citizen. And then when he becomes a citizen, you upgrade it, and you've already gone through half the case. You already have the I-130 approved, and then a few months later, you'll come here, and the kids will come here, versus waiting for him to become a citizen, then filing an I-130 and waiting a full year. You understand, Simone?
You got that, Simi?
Okay, yes.
All right, hold on if you need help.
Hold on a minute, Simi. We're going to get you some direct help.
Simi.
All right, Simma. All right. Once again, folks, this is the USA Immigration Link. We want to remind everybody on the social media network, we're coming to you shortly. I know a lot of people out there are saying, someone just said, leave my answer on my page.
Yeah.
All right. Marina does a wonderful job of
Thank
that,
you,
but there's only one Marina, and there are thousands of people asking
Yeah.
questions.
Right.
All right.
You have to understand, we're only one person.
So
as if you were the only person asking the question, it would be our pleasure to go to your page and leave it.
Right. But now this thing has become viral. And when I say viral, I do mean viral. And this is the morning show. The morning show, I don't know. What the hell happened with the morning show?
I don't know. People wake up.
No, I know what it is. You sent someone to China.
Yes.
Because it was never like this.
Yes. As soon as original SMG left, everyone seemed to get more popular.
You see, women are very powerful. This is what happens when you put women in the room.
That's right.
Now, why didn't they put a woman in the White House?
They should have.
I'm starting trouble.
They should have.
Yes, you are.
They should have. Why don't you ask that question, SMG? Should a woman be in the White House right now?
Why? Isn't it?
It should be a Madam President.
Can you imagine where we would be right now?
We would be in a much better shape.
Thank you.
The world would not be chaotic.
Right.
I agree.
Immigration would not be chaotic. I would have to say that even the people who voted for Trump have to be very, very concerned, even if they may believe in
all of Europe is.
Right, even if they may believe in his policies, which I don't believe in his policies, but even if you believe in his policies and you voted for Trump, you got to be concerned because it's so chaotic and unpredictable. And what's great about, I think, American leadership is that American leadership is predictable. And right now, it's completely crazy. Nobody knows what the heck's going to happen.
I already hung up on the Australian.
Yeah, when do you ever hear the United States having a fight with Australia? That's crazy, right? When does the United States and Australia fight?
Who hangs up on another?
Who hangs up on the Australian
president?
Prime Minister?
Yeah, who does that?
That's ridiculous.
Donald
So
did.
now all of a sudden Australia doesn't like America anymore. Crazy.
This the man.
It's very unsettling, to say the least. Very unsettling. All right, Elaine.
Answering your
Hi,
immigration
hello.
questions.
How are
Elaine,
you?
how are you? What's your question?
Yes, I'm a green card holder, and I got in trouble about 3 years ago. I was locked up for aggravated assault, but my case was dismissed, and I've been here since 1998.
Okay. Was that your only arrest ever?
Yes.
All right, and you're asking if you can travel. You're asking if you can become a citizen.
Both.
Okay. Well, first of all, I would not travel until you pass that disposition through a lawyer, and because a lot of times people come into our office and say my case was dismissed when it really wasn't dismissed. A lot of times people think just because they don't go to jail that means nothing happened. A lot of times.
I did when I was locked up for a day.
I know, but
never been in front of a judge. It was just they didn't have enough proof or anything. So
okay. So they really dropped the charges.
yes.
So if the charges were fully dropped, you don't have a conviction, obviously you're free to travel. Now, Donald Trump, and we've talked about this in the other shows, has put out an executive order that says that anybody who's been arrested at any time, they're priority for enforcement. Enforcement meaning being placed in deportation. So when you come back into the airport,
What
they will
happens?
probably pull you aside. And they're going to look for reasons to put you in deportation. Look for reasons to say why you're not admissible to the United States. I can tell you being arrested and having your case dismissed is not a reason, but they're going to look under every nook and cranny to try to do something to you. So you have to be aware of that ahead of time. Okay, number two, in terms of becoming a citizen, you have to have 5 years good moral character. So if you were arrested during this 5-year period for what appears to be a serious offense, they may consider that not good moral character. Now, on the other hand, my argument to everybody who's been arrested one time in the 5-year period for citizenship and had their case absolutely dismissed is you're allowed to have a bad day.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, everybody's allowed to have a bad day, including myself and including Squeeze.
Of course, we're all allowed.
So you're allowed to have a bad day. Just because you don't have one bad day in 5 years doesn't make you a bad person.
Right.
Yeah.
So that would be the argument I would make, and I would try to file your citizenship now, and I think you're going to need a lawyer. So hold on one second, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks a lot for tuning in. Once again, folks, I don't know, but I believe that I think we are doing a great thing here. I think we're doing a good thing here. I think this is probably the biggest immigration radio show. Probably, all right? Probably.
It's
all right?
huge.
All I can tell you, it's huge. It's huge. All right? Thank you all so much. But listen, more importantly, there are millions of people in this country and around the world that needs USA immigration help. And that is what we want for you to do. Share, share, share. Share with every single person that you know. Share the link of the social media network, which happens to be the law offices of Spar Bernstein and the Link Up Media Group.
Do it right now.
Do it right now. As a matter of fact, everyone stop right now, whatever you're doing. Just stop and take 10 seconds to share the link that you're watching on social media, wherever you're watching it. On the law office of Spar Bernstein, on David Squeeze Annakie.
Send it to a private message.
Yeah, private message.
Send it
to
on
someone.
someone's timeline.
Yes, send it to someone's timeline, okay? And tell them to tune in. They can check it out later if they can't watch it, but at least send the link so they can check it out later. Once again, this is the USA Immigration Link. The attorney is Brad Bernstein. I am David Squeeze Annakie, the CEO of the Link Up Media Group. And we're here actually helping out a lot of folks.
Can you, Giselle, SMG,
Social media gal.
why don't you send the link to my personal page?
I think that would be a
a smart thing.
Very smart idea.
That would be a smart thing to do. I'm even doing it.
A lot of folks, well, somebody said that the president says he never hung up on the Australian.
That's not what
Australia
says.
That's not what the papers are saying.
That's
the
not,
Times.
yes, and that's what. Yeah, but according to the president, the newspapers lie. He just doesn't. You know what? He just doesn't like what they have to say about him. So of course they're lying. You know, when they say nice things, oh, it's a great newspaper. Christopher.
Oh man.
But that's true. Yeah.
Christopher, what's up?
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up?
Well done.
Squeeze, what one?
Well, I'm gonna die. What I think? I saw the thing with Brad.
Let's sort it out.
And I'm still get a response from what we can do.
What, you didn't get a response to what?
We go down 2010.
Squeeze, can you interpret for me, please?
For 3 months in my passport. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm overstay another 3 months.
What? You're a citizen of which country?
USA,
And you went where? To Jamaica?
Jamaica.
Didn't we talk to this guy yesterday?
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna get no response.
Oh, you didn't get a response on air. Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
Yes, we did.
Yes, you did. Listen.
No, you tell me say let's squeeze angle this case.
What?
All right, Christopher, hold
No,
on.
what? No. Let's finish up. Chris.
No, we
Yeah.
talked to him yesterday.
No, but hold on,
All right,
Chris.
and we told
Wait.
him to take the
Yeah.
Jamaican passport. We had this whole entire
Here's
thing
what you
with him.
need to do. Do you have a Jamaican passport?
Yeah, me have one.
All right. So next time you travel, brethren, just use your Jamaican passport, and you're good. You're a Jamaican citizen, so them can't stop you from going to Jamaica. Just use your Jamaican passport when you go to Jamaica, and when you come back, use a U.S. passport. You have me now?
So what me go down about? Use a Jamaican passport for go down?
Yes. And when you reach Jamaica, also show them the Jamaican passport. So when you're going, don't show your USA passport at all. When you're coming back, show your USA passport all the way. All right?
All right, man.
So in other words, one more time, 10 seconds. You go to the airport, JFK, you show your Jamaican passport, you're going home. When you reach Jamaica, you take out your Jamaican passport again and you show it to them again. When you're coming back, when you reach the Norman Mali Airport or the one in Montego Bay. JFK. When you're coming back, you use your US passport in Jamaica, and when you reach JFK, you use it. I'm even screwing it up now.
Right.
In Jamaica, you use a US passport. When you're coming back, you use a US passport. All right, all the way.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, you with me now?
So hold on, squeeze. So
Wait, he's
what
not
me go
sure
down?
yet, Squeeze.
Yeah.
He's not yet sure what to
Use
do. So
what? The
let's.
Jamaican passport to me go down.
Yes,
And when I come back up, me use my US passport.
yes,
No problem.
no problem.
All right, my boss.
All right, cool, no problem.
Now, if Christopher calls tomorrow, and he asks the same question now 3 days in a row,
just wasn't clear.
At what point am I allowed to interject?
Yo, Christopher calling up bad way up. Yo, I never get a response today.
We talked about it. Chris, all right, now,
Chris,
but if he calls on Monday and says, I don't know what to do.
I know you did. He probably just did not hear.
Maybe.
Maybe he didn't hear.
Okay, so we'll give him the.
Maybe he had one too many Don Julio.
Maybe. It sounded like it. All right, we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
For today.
Yes.
And I think he's very clear now.
I think he's very clear now.
Okay, but if he were to call back on Monday, what can I possibly say to him?
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right.
All right,
Let's take
Abel.
one more call and then we go to
Abel.
social media.
Abel.
All right. Stand by social
Yeah,
media.
Avel.
Hello?
How are you?
Hello?
Avel.
Okay. Hi, Brad.
How are you?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Okay.
Yes,
Are you hearing me?
I hear you fine.
Awesome. So, Brad, just a quick question, all right? So, I'm in Jamaica,
Right.
and my husband is an American citizen. He got
Ooh. Wait, you're cutting in and out, Avel. Now I don't hear you. Start again.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, now I hear you. Okay, wherever you're standing,
Awesome.
don't move. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So everything got approved. We got a letter saying approved, and we're supposed to send in the financial documents, the affidavit of support, and
Right.
pay for the visa and affidavit. Everything is approved. Will anything that is going on now affect me getting a date to go
All right.
to being with my husband?
Okay, you're calling. Are you calling from Jamaica?
Yeah.
All right. So, as long as you don't have a criminal record, nothing,
I don't.
nothing going on will affect
No.
you.
No, I'm fine. I'm straight.
You're good.
I'm straight like a
All
like
right,
a ruler.
So do not be concerned or stress about what you see in the papers because it is of no concern to your immigration case.
Okay, because they said everything is approved.
Yeah.
Just gonna wait for.
Yeah, you'll be fine. All right.
Also, brother, another quick question. When we were doing the DS-260 form, is that it?
Yes, that's the
For
biographic
the
data
final
form.
part?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I think there was a small error made on it. When I called them, though, to correct it, they're saying, in opposition to what was on the site, they're saying that I cannot call to.
Okay, so what you do is this: when you go to the embassy, before your interview starts, you'll tell the immigration officer if you made a typographical error or whatever error you put on the biographic data form. before the interview
Yeah.
starts, you'll say, I realize I made an error. I want to, I'd like you to correct something, or you want me to correct it, or however you want to do it to correct it, so that that way you say this before the interview starts and there's no misrepresentation issues.
All right.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay, all right.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Brad.
very
Thank you so much. All
Have
right.
a good day,
Okay,
Squeeze.
thank
Have a
Thank you,
good
thank
day,
you, my
bye.
darling.
All right.
Once again, folks, you're in tune to the USA Immigration Link. You can catch it here each and every single weekday at 9 a.m. and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Okay, right here. And it's brought to you by the law offices of Spar Bernstein and the Link Up Media Group. This is not just some fly-by-night LawLink. We've been doing this for just about 2 decades.
Not a fly-by-night.
No.
We don't fly. The only person who flies at night is you.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, that is true.
You're right.
All right.
You fly overnight.
And anyone flying tonight, I'll see you on my private jet, a.k.a. the Caribbean Airlines, in
Yes.
private for about 300
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. It's you in private for you and 300 people.
All right, but here's what I need. I'm just looking at Brad's.
What?
I need some help here, folks.
What?
I'm just looking at Brad Bernstein's Instagram page.
It's Brad Bernstein's or Spar and Bernstein's?
I'm sorry, Spar Bernstein's Instagram
Yes.
page. And right now it says 395
Right.
followers. I want everybody to pay attention here. This will take 15 seconds. He's at 395.
That's
Can you
so
just help me?
sad.
Can you just help me to get to 400?
Sad.
I just need 5 people to like his page, his Instagram page now. It's Spar Bernstein
Oh,
on
Instagram.
Instagram.
Now you're begging. It makes me feel
No.
bad.
No, I'm making you feel bad because
making me feel bad.
395, dude. So I'll tell you, as a matter of fact, everybody that's on social media, go to Instagram, go to Spar Bernstein's page, and just follow him.
All right.
That's it.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go to question.
And then what about SMG?
All right, let's go Marcia, and then we're going to go to answer questions on social media. So we're going to take one more call here right now. Marcia, how are you?
Doing fine. How are you?
Good. What's up?
We're good.
All right. I'm a green card holder for 10 years, green card without
Right.
condition, and I've been arrested for it was bank fraud, but I wasn't guilty of it. So I have a deposition from the court. Whenever I travel to Jamaica, they always take me into that room to verify me because at the time when they hold me, I was in the process of getting my green card, and so ICE had me for a little while. What I want to know, going to Jamaica, I have the deposition from the court saying I'm not being prosecuted or anything. I want to know if it's okay for me to travel without having an issue.
Well, you're always going to be pulled into the bad boy room or the bad girl room.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
I'm talking
But as
about
long as you don't have a criminal record, you're fine. Provided, I didn't hear the first part of what you said. Did the immigration service? You said you were arrested during the green card process. Did the immigration service know about that arrest when you got your green card?
Yes.
Okay, then you're fine. As long as they knew about it, you're fine, and it was dismissed. Okay.
Yeah,
You're going to be
yeah.
pulled into the room. You're going to be pulled into the room, but you'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. And the reason is this: Donald Trump. We said this at the beginning.
You're at 405 now.
I know, about 10 people. Yeah, I saw it coming across. Donald Trump is the president. He
Yes.
can only enforce laws. He cannot make new laws. So when you come into the airport, he said he's instructing ICE to take a look at every person who's ever been arrested to see what they can do to get rid of them. But if you've been arrested and the case was dismissed and otherwise you're perfect, they can take a look all they want.
All they want.
They'll stop you,
So-
they'll harass you, but you can't get deported.
Would it be a good thing for people who are not citizens and have not filed for their citizenship to come to you and file for their citizenship?
That would be a smart
If you
thing.
were an individual out there and you weren't a citizen, if you were,
If I was not a citizen and I was going,
and you have the option of,
and I'm living in America, and this is my home,
yes.
I would be running to become a citizen.
And by the way, most countries have dual citizenship, so people do not lose their citizenship
That is
for most of it.
correct.
So if you're from Jamaica, Trinidad, all these countries, you're not losing your citizenship when you do that. And by the way, you don't have to do anything special, as you had noted the other day.
Right.
And you have 2 citizenship. I do.
All right, so SMG.
Let's go to the
All right,
SMG.
and 1 second, I could do this right here.
You want to go ahead, or I have the question ready?
I just want to say good morning to some people because I didn't give them the like. Good morning, Carrie Ann, Shauna, everybody who said good morning. I apologize. There's so many people who said good morning. I can't even
good
go
morning
through
to
it.
everybody on my page, too.
Good morning, Marina Brakefield, who is answering questions on social media. She's an attorney here at Spar Bernstein, a very good attorney. Okay, so let's go.
Sharon Ramcharan on Facebook is asking, my son filed for DACA. He is 20 years old. Can his green card holder father file for him?
Yes.
Kirk Sims is asking, if you have your green card, is it a problem to go to Jamaica and come back?
Yeah, no problem unless you have a criminal record. We've answered that many times.
Okay, there's a question on YouTube from Florence. Hi, can someone who was shot and almost died 15 years ago apply for a U visa?
Yes. Provided you assisted the police in the investigation or criminal prosecution of the person who shot you.
Yeah, they said the person who was shot also helped the police with finding the person
Then
who
you are
shot him.
absolutely eligible for a U visa, even if it happened 15 years ago.
Okay.
And you should be doing it. And by the way, when you file for the every time Giselle's about to ask another question, I
You
pause,
interrupt me, I know.
I pause, and Giselle's like, "Oh, you're done, Brad." And then I say something else. And by the way, if your U visa, you can get your U visa's work permission, but if your U visa is pending more than 180 days, you can also apply for a work permit while it's pending. So it's a very good way. God forbid you were the victim of a serious crime like being shot. It's a very good way to become legal.
Okay. Someone on Periscope is asking, can U.S. citizen kids file for their parent who was deported in 2000 on marijuana charges? The parent was a LPR.
No. When you have marijuana charges, you're not coming back to America.
You have drug charges.
Correct.
Someone else on Periscope is asking, how soon after getting a green card can you file citizenship when you are married to a citizen?
3 years.
And someone commented saying, we have American troops here in Australia and still have Trump putting down Australia. He's actually live from Australia.
I agree. Trump is ridiculous. It's I think one of the most disgusting times I've ever seen in America.
Yep.
It really is.
All right, 1-800-529-5465.
It's just a big fat mess.
It is.
It's a big fat mess. And then I look at the picture of Trump and that guy who was on Breitbart, who's that, right-wing crazy guy who's what's his name? Bannon.
Oh, Steve.
And I look at the picture of Trump and Bannon, like in the Oval Office. And I say to myself, boy, these two guys, just a big fat mess. Bannon's a big fat mess. The whole thing's a big fat mess.
It is one royal mess because there are so many fake news now going out and all over the place just because of this. Because of what it is that he has done. Yeah. Well, anyway, I got a few questions here. Let me
ask you a question.
Yeah.
For the people on Facebook, on Squeeze's Facebook. You think this is a big fat mess, or you like what's going on?
I believe it's a royal mess.
I think it's a fat mess. What do you think?
It's a big cluster F.
I think it's horrible.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Tell me what you think.
I think it's a big cluster F.
I'm asking the people who are watching us.
Oh, the people who are watching us.
Yes.
What do you think? Do you think everything that's going on is a royal mess, or do you think it's perfect?
I think that's the best way to describe it.
Yes, it's a big
fat mess. Not a small mess. It's a big fat mess.
Wendy says it's a royal big fat mess.
I agree.
All right.
I agree.
All right. All right. Okay.
Scarlett says it's a big fat mess.
Yes. Quick question. Could you be deported without a hearing?
Yes. If you came here on the ESTA visa, you can be deported without a hearing, which is the visa waiver. If you were previously deported and returned unlawfully without permission from the Immigration Service, you can be deported without a hearing. If you get stopped at the airport, you can be, and you will be deported.
There are no rights at the border.
You will be deported without a hearing.
All right. So Sharon says, good morning, guys. I went to Jamaica for my brother's funeral on the 16th of November. I was supposed to go back on the 25th. I took sick. I was in the hospital. I have blood clot, in my lounges. The doctor said they were not giving me no okay to travel until 3 months' time. Do you think I have a problem to go back? I am a green card holder. Thanks for your advice.
No.
Should not have any problem.
Should not have a problem. By the way, Christopher gave 5 poop emojis. in reference to whether this is a big fat mess. So 5 big poop emojis just came right across my screen.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
This is funny. All right. My husband have 2 felonies and just released off parole. Can he marry to me and file for my green card? He's a citizen, so he should.
Sure. Yeah. And,
he's a citizen.
unless he was convicted of sexual abuse of a minor.
Right. All right. Once traveling to the USA now from Jamaica, would I have a problem? Would they take away my visa? I'm afraid to travel.
I don't know. Do you think you would have a problem?
Do you have any criminal convictions?
Exactly.
If you don't have any criminal
Are you
convictions,
coming to work?
okay.
Are you coming to work illegally? Have you misrepresented yourself? I mean, there's lots of reasons why.
Right. But if you're just visiting and you have a visitor's visa,
if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you should be okay.
should be okay. All right. Another person said that they just got their visa. How quickly can they use it?
The next day.
The next day. All right. And I work in the USA from Jamaica, but need to go on vacation sometime. What type of visa do I need?
You work in the USA.
But she works from Jamaica. In other words, evidently she's working for a United States company.
She can do an L1 visa.
Okay.
Insure company transfer. If they could transfer here, and she can work here for the company.
Right, but that's not what she's asking. She says she works in Jamaica, but she's working for a U.S. company.
A
But she
visitor's
just
visa.
wants to visit Jamaica. I'm sorry, she just wants to visit the U.S.
Visitor's visa.
Visitor's visa.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Let's go to Sophia. She's been waiting almost 40 minutes. She has a very important question.
Yeah.
40 minutes on hold. Sophia.
Hi, good morning,
How are
Brad.
you? How are you?
Fine, thank you. I have 2 histories here. One is myself and one is a friend. I'm a Jamaican. When my green card was processed, it was the start of a new year. And they made a mistake and put the old year on my green card. I have a 10-year green card. My name was spelled wrong. I sent back for a correction of the name and the date. They only correct the name. They didn't correct the date. Actually, I have an 11-year green card instead of a 10-year. Is that a problem to travel with it?
No, it's just I assume that in the computer system it's right, and if they put a typographical error, you'll be allowed back in America. Don't worry.
Okay. And I have a problem with a friend now. This is a friend. He's a male. He's a Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the middle of processing to get his green card. He's illegal here in America. And he's been charged with indecent assault and battery. And they gave him a hearing in prison. And he's to register as a sex offender. Can he still get status in America?
As a registered sex offender, he's not going to get status in America.
There is nothing he can do to get his green card.
I mean, yeah, he can file waivers, but you know what? What are the odds that the U.S. government is going to say, as a sex offender, you get to live here for the rest of your life? It's probably one of the, short of murder, it's probably the most heinous crime, at least in what society says.
Okay.
All right. I mean, society makes it so heinous. They put people on registries and say you can't live here, you can't live there, you can't. So I mean, listen, anybody could try anything, but certainly no harm, no foul. But my guess is that it's exceedingly unlikely.
So his green card. He's married to a U.S. citizen, and he's in the middle of processing to get his green card. They're gonna cancel out all of that.
I don't know. I don't know enough about the case. You're asking me as in a general.
No,
right. In other words, let me say this. I don't know the man, and I don't know his case. I don't know anything about the case. All you asked me was, and all I can answer is, as a general proposition, do people who are on the registered sex offender list, will they be able to get a green card? And I said, as a general proposition, no. And now you said, what are they going to do? I don't know. I don't know anything about the case, but the guy can come in and we can absolutely talk to him. All right?
Okay, thank you, Brian.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Once again, folks, the number is 1-800-529-5465. With 7 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, we're asking each and every one to actually share this on the social media network.
You know what? Somebody who was waiting for almost 40 minutes, I was about to say, let's go, and then they hung up.
Yeah. You have people who've been waiting for 40 minutes also
on
social media.
All right, I know. All right, so let's go to Tanya, and then we'll finish up with social media.
All right, no problem.
All right, so Tanya, you'll be the last call for the 9 o'clock show, and then we're going to finish up on social media. So what's going on?
Morning. I'm calling to find out the full cost of the citizenship.
$760 is the filing fee. I believe. I have the filing fees here in front of me.
Yes, you do.
The old SMG left it, one of the best things he ever did for me. And it is $640.
725.
It is, I made a mistake. It is
$725.
$640 plus 85, which makes it $725.
Correct.
$725 is the full cost.
You got that?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right. Once again, folks, the number here is 1-800-529-5465. Remember, go to Spar Bernstein's Instagram page and also follow them to find out more as to when we're doing the immigration link. Find out, okay, from time to time you'll see answers to certain questions being posted there. So it's a great place to actually go and catch the information. Don't forget to go to my page at LinkUpSqueeze on Instagram and follow me also for updates as to what's going on. The Facebook page is Law Office of Spar Bernstein and David Squeeze Annakie. All right. We want to go to SMG?
Yes.
Social media gal. Giselle.
All right, we have about 3.5 minutes.
I only have 3 questions, actually. Michelle Singh is asking, good morning. Can a stepdaughter file for her stepdad who came here on a C-man visa?
Yes, but how is he going to adjust? We got to figure it out.
Time to call 1-800-LawLink, 1-800-529-5465. Next.
Tammy Lewis is asking, I have been married 3 years now to a U.S. citizen. I have received my green card for 4 months now. When will I be eligible to file for my citizenship?
In 2 years and 5 more months.
Brad, if someone is waiting on their green card, okay, in the mail, can I travel on I-551 visa?
Yes.
The answer is yes, Corey. You're good to go. All right. All right, go ahead, SMG.
Stephen Pinnock is asking, how soon shall I wait before the NVC to reply on my submitting my I-130 form?
Say that again.
How soon should I wait before the NVC, but I'm guessing it's USCIS, to reply on my submitting my I-130 form?
6 months.
Where can I get the asylum form? I'm currently in Florida.
USCIS.gov.
Okay, USCIS.gov.
.gov, not .com. .gov.
.gov. What's the step to get back if you were deported 12 years ago? Have kids there.
Have a consultation with me.
1-800-LawLink. SMG.
What is an L1 visa?
Intracompany transferee. You work for a company abroad. They have an office in America. You've worked for them for 1 out of the last 3 years in another country. You can come over and work for them here if they offer you a job, either as a manager, executive, or in a specialized technical position.
Okay, I overstayed my visitor's visa, got married, and have kids in the United States. My husband just applied for citizenship. Would he have a problem filing for me and my 2 kids? They are not there.
No.
There will be no problem.
No problem.
Okay. All right. No problem. All right. SMG?
I don't have any questions.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. How long does it take for a father to file for a son that's 40 years old, but he has overstayed his visa?
7 to 8 years.
And by the way, for all the folks asking if there's a problem to travel from Jamaica to the United States, from the United States to Jamaica, everything is still status quo. All right. You don't have any problems where that is concerned unless you're from one of the 7 banned countries or unless you have criminal convictions. Let me make that clear. From one of the 7 banned countries or you have criminal convictions. If you are in doubt, make sure you book an appointment with Brad Bernstein at 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LawLink if you're not sure. And I would say make sure you book that appointment. All right? What's the first step for a U.S. citizen to file for your spouse after getting married?
File an adjustment application, I-45, assuming you're here, I-45, I-130.
Also, is it better to marry in Jamaica and then file or marry in the U.S. and file from there?
Everybody's situation is different. We would have to meet.
All right. Dolly says, can a person who's been in attempted murder in a motor vehicle accident and that person get deported, can that person come back to America? He got deported for 16 years.
Maybe. Believe it or not, attempted murder is perhaps waivable. Perhaps.
Waivable.
Perhaps waivable.
All right. So best that they get a direct a consultation. 1-800-LawLink. What if you are...
Squeeze, we got about a minute and 10 seconds.
You got 2 minutes. What if you're a green card holder and was locked up for child neglect? Would it be a problem to go to Jamaica and come back?
Perhaps, yes.
Okay. SMG, squeeze one in.
Tony N. Stewart, if I got arrested for not paying bus fare, I have a green card, the case was thrown out, can I travel without a problem?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Don't do it again.
Don't do
All
it
right. So, Squeeze, why don't you give everybody our number? Tell them what
One
you
eight.
do.
I tell you what. Right now, we're concluding the USA immigration link. We're ending it. We'll return at 12 noon, God's willing, and it's brought to you by USA Credit Repair. However, everyone, I want for you to book an appointment now. Brad is available now. You can do it even by phone. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LawLink. 1-800-529-5465. Call, book your appointment. Stay online. Book your appointment. The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465. Okay. Oops, I think I got to turn this thing off. My alarm clock.
We're off the radio now, but we're still live on social media.
All right.
When the alarm clock goes off, that means we're off the radio.
Yes, absolutely. Wow, it's dropping. Just want to thank everyone for tuning in to, of course, Brad Bernstein, the attorney, and myself, David Squeeze Annakie, respectively from two companies, the law offices of Spar Bernstein and the Link Up Media Group of companies. We've got a lot coming, ladies and gentlemen, so we're asking you, please, share the link. Remember, every weekday, 9 a.m., 12 noon, you can catch us here live. You can ask your questions. But remember, more importantly, share the link with every single person that you know. All right? Very important for you to go to the law offices of Spar Bernstein's Instagram page. That is Spar Bernstein, Spar_Bernstein, right? And follow that page. You will get so many updates. You know, we are definitely going to be updating you as to what's going on with immigration. The same thing at Link Up Squeeze. Go there and follow that. That's for Instagram. On Facebook, make sure you go to Facebook for the law office of Spar Bernstein and follow there. More than likely, you can even go through the videos. You may even hear your questions that you'd like to ask and get the answer there. So make sure you're on that page. The same thing on David Squeeze Annakie's page. The same thing on Link Up Radio's page. But the bottom line is, make sure you share, subscribe, follow, love, heart us, thumb us. Anything else, Brad?
And everybody...
Might want to turn on your mic.
Yeah. You do have to remind everybody that this is...
Prior results through that guarantee.
Well, we did that, but... we got to remind everybody this is brought to you by USA Credit Repair.
And yes, this is also brought to you by USA Credit Repair. Here for you today, there for you tomorrow. Do remember, if your credit is below 700, you've got a bad credit score.
I think that the tagline, I got to fix the ting, also applies
Sort out the ting.
Sort out the ting.
Sort out the ting.
Sort out the ting
Yeah.
also applies to USA Credit as well.
Absolutely.
Sort out the ting.
Sort out the ting. You never know what's going to happen with your
That's
credit
right.
and what's going on in this country.
That's right.
So make sure you sort out the ting by calling USA Credit Repair. The number is 1-800-USA-7177. That's
All right.
1-800-USA-7177.
So we'll be back at 12.
At 12, we'll be back. Thank you so much.